Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm here with my eldest sister Jane, and we're going to talk about retirement and some other things. So, when were you retired? What was the process?
It was about 5 years ago, and basically I was retired. One of the jobs that I had, I gave up because it was way too over my head at this age. So then I went to work for one of the local pharmacies, and that store closed, so there wasn't anything for me to do unless I wanted to travel with the company. I said, no, thank you. So I self-retired at that time, 5 years ago.
So, what was the process? Is there anything you regret about retirement?
Sometimes you can get a little bored, but then you find something else to do, and there's always something to do, or someone to help, or someone to talk to. There's always something going on. And I mean, I enjoy my news programs. I'm a avid crossword puzzler.
That's a good thing.
And, you know, I like to do little puzzle things to keep my mind going, because God knows that I need to keep my mind going. But other than that, I do totally enjoy the fact that even though I'm still an early riser, I don't have to be an early get-goinger. I like just to take my time.
Ease your way into
have
the day.
My coffee, have my puzzle, just do whatever I want to in the morning.
Now, you live in a place that it looks out over a pond, so is that nice in the summertime and in a nice weather?
It very much is. It's very calming, actually. And we have a kitty, so I like to watch her watch the ducks.
Oh, yeah.
She just goes crazy about those, so it's kind of fun.
Well, you know, Social Security has been in the news lately because of the Trump administration, and they said, you know, people wouldn't miss a Social Security payment. Now, I would miss a Social Security payment. How about you?
I would most definitely miss one. And the fact that my husband is an Alzheimer's patient and in a nursing facility, he also gets the Medicaid part of it, which I know they are trying to mess with. And
That would be devastating.
Absolutely, because we already
And he is a veteran.
Yes. We already have to pay well over $2,000 a month out of our pocket to keep him in there. And there is no way that I'd be able to spend, you know, over $6,000 a month to keep him in there.
No.
So if they take that benefit away, I don't know what we're gonna do.
And I always say, call or email house.gov, senate.gov, and make your views known.
And I have done so.
That's right. I know.
I have also joked that if they close the nursing homes and everything, all of us well-givers and
Carers.
and people that love those people that are in there, we should just order a bunch of buses and take off all of our people with their urine bags and their walkers and their wheelchairs.
You rabble-rouser.
All
Where would
of-
you go?
All of their stuff. I drive that bus right down to Mar-a-Lago, and I pull up at the front gate and say, here
you go.
you take care of them.
You take care of them. Okay, now, Is there anything else on retirement? How about any advice you would give
I
to
found this on the web for anything else on retirement. Check it out.
Alexa? Thinks we're talking to her.
You don't
Shut
need to
up,
say something
Alexa.
before you ask it.
Alexa, shut up.
Okay.
So anyway, anything else other than save as much money as you can?
Well, that's what I would tell
Yeah.
my daughter. Save what you can, and then you won't have to work forever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
And take time off and enjoy yourself too.
Right.
And don't expect that you're going to get a big inheritance because it's not there.
No, it's not there.
It's not
So
there.
save your money, have fun. So apart from retirement, I want to know what we are 2 of 7 children. We grew up in a big household. Our grandparents on our father's side lived in an attached apartment.
Exactly.
And that was good.
It was.
I love
There
Grandma and Grandpa.
There were 11 people in that household and 1 bathroom.
One toilet. One toilet. So what are some of your fond memories of that time?
Well, I know this is menial to some people, but my grandpa, once a month or so, he would make on Sunday night the most amazing pizza, homemade pizza. And it's kind of like I lived for that.
Yeah. He was a good guy, and our dad was a good cook.
Yeah.
Better than Mom.
Yes, Mom.
Sorry,
was,
but yeah.
Mom was not a
Mhm.
good cook.
No.
But Dad and Grandpa and my grandma
Yeah.
were just excellent.
And what am I going to say about Grandma's baking?
Her divinity.
At Christmas time, her divinity, her cinnamon rolls, yum.
Yeah.
Fudge.
Mm.
Isn't it amazing that how many of our memories and food? But Grandpa always had such a big garden in the back, and he always canned vegetables, and his vegetable soup was very, very good.
Yeah.
Don't you think? So other than food, you went with Grandma to bingo sometimes, didn't you? Grandma never drove.
Grandma was a coffee drinker,
Oh, yeah.
smoker,
Camels, no
And-
filter.
and a bingo player. You put her in a bingo hall and
Poker,
she was
too.
in heaven. And she loved to play cards, especially poker.
That's what we
And-
did on
Christmas and
yeah,
Thanksgiving.
celebrations and stuff. We
Yeah.
break out the pack of cards, penny ante poker.
Yeah, she taught us all. Her and Mom taught us all how to play poker.
All the different kinds of games.
Yeah, it was fun growing up. We didn't have all that we wanted, but we had all that we needed.
Yeah, and you know what? One thing that we didn't have, that privacy. I mean, there were 7 kids and 3 bedrooms upstairs. And Matt, our brother, was the only male child, the only son, and he got a bedroom to himself.
Yeah.
So yeah, there wasn't much privacy, but it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Besides all the turmoil and stuff. Remember what we did after church on Sundays? We'd come home and we each take a room of the house and clean it most of the time. Most of the time. But yeah, that was fun. So
Yeah.
I think that Jane only has 1 daughter and I only have 1 son, and I think that that's one of the things that I regret is not giving him a sibling.
Well, I kind of
There-
regret that too. Erica does have a stepbrother,
Yeah,
but he is like 21 years older than
Yeah,
she is. So
yeah.
she basically has grown up as an only child.
now they have
And-
benefits too, only children.
They do, but I am finding that I feel bad for her a lot of times because this whole mess with her dad and with me and my health problems fall on her, and she shouldn't have to
Yeah, but she does it with such grace.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
she
she
does.
doesn't. I've never heard her complain. I mean, you're around her a lot more than I am, but
I've never heard
She
her
takes
complain, but I've seen the
eye
rolls.
rolls. The eye rolls. Well, yeah, but she has a lot of fun too.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
she does.
So we went to parochial school until 6th grade, right?
I went through the 8th.
Oh yeah. Do you have any memories of having nuns as teachers? There were some very sweet nuns.
Oh, yeah.
And
I only had one nun that was not sweet. The rest of them
Sister
were just...
Concepta.
No.
Oh,
I had Sister
go ahead.
Agnes Regina.
Oh, I
And
remember.
her name, we called her Sister Haggy.
She's probably long dead, but
Oh, I'm sure,
you
because
know.
she was old as the hills back then.
Sister Concepta was kind of mean too. But Sister Susan was very, very sweet.
Sister Isidore was such
Ah,
a sweet baby.
Yes.
She was nice.
And then I had a lot more lay teachers than you probably did.
Oh,
Did you?
no,
No,
I had Mrs. Foley.
Oh yeah. One thing I gotta share. We had lunch every day at the school cafeteria, and I was such a picky eater. You couldn't tell it now, but I was. And one time they had biscuits and gravy. Now a lot of people liked their biscuits and gravy. It was grotesque, and I wouldn't eat it. And one of the nuns, they took turns on being lunch monitors. And she told me, well, you're going to sit there and you're going to miss school or miss recess unless you eat that. And by God, I wasn't going to eat that stuff. So when she made her rounds, we had little milk cartons. I stuffed all that, shit inside the milk carton. And voila, she probably knew I did it, but I don't care because don't force your kids to eat something. My son was such a picky eater. Now he eats a variety of foods. Probably the same thing with Erica.
Erica was very picky, and now she eats more variety than I do.
Yeah, so
But
don't.
the same type of thing happened to
So
me.
see, I know, but
at
excuse
grade
me,
school.
that was over 50 years ago, and I still remember it. So what was the use? So
Yeah.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say the same thing happened to me, only it was with spinach.
Canned spinach, fresh spinach.
Yeah.
Do you like? Yeah.
Fresh spinach. I think
Everything was
spinach,
canned.
I can't. And she told me I was gonna have to eat it, and I said I can't. And so she said, well, you're gonna sit there until you do. So I ate it, and then I threw it all up, and she had to clean up after me. So Mom
Karma.
told her the next time she says she doesn't want to eat something, don't force her to eat it.
That's right. That's right. Good old mom. But one of the fun things, the upper grades, well, did the boys do this? The girls got to help
Serve and
serve. And it was so exciting when you got the potato chips because everybody wanted more potato chips, and they'd say, can you give me a little bit more potato chips? So
Yeah.
I don't remember a dang thing other than the fact that 3rd grade we had to memorize. I think I went over this in a previous video. My teacher, Mrs. Hauber, had us memorize poetry, and that was a good thing. But other than that, I don't remember.
Oh, I remember.
Just remember the incidences outside of the classroom.
Well, they were big on memorization of the times tables. And
Oh, yeah.
you had to know all of those 1 through 9.
Yeah.
And and then different, had you do a lot of essays, or at least
Yes. Uh-huh.
they did.
A lot of writing.
Yeah.
In cursive. We both
Absolutely.
know how to do cursive handwriting. They don't
And
even touch it.
When they
teach
first
that.
start you out in like the 1st grade, people probably don't remember the push pulls.
No.
You don't remember push
No,
polls? Oh
that-
my gosh!
What's a push pull?
It was just
That was
practicing
that was
staying
before my
in
time.
line. Practicing staying in line. Push pull, push pull, push pull.
No. I do remember how good the mimeograph machine ink smelled. Some of us would, remember she'd say, that was always the fun thing to do if you got up, she'd say, okay, you can go down and get the quizzes from the mimeograph room. And they were freshly run. It was a cheap Catholic school high, I guess. I don't know what it was. But I always remember that. You don't remember that? Girl, you missed out. Anything else, Janie?
I can't think of anything else.
Well, I have to do, if everybody likes and subscribes to this channel and loves my older sister like I do, maybe we'll get her in for part 2. Okay. Thank you, Janie. Ta! Ta! Yeah, you don't forget. Say ta again. Ta-ta. Connie likes us when we say ta-ta.